The Rock Metal Podcast, episode 78 with Dwwkins. So Rock Metal Nation, what is up? This is John from the Rock Metal Podcast. That sample you just heard was Carousel by Dvwkins, who I've got on the show with me right now. They're a metalcore band from Paris, France. We're going to be listening to that song as well as one other while finding out more information about the band. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. Hi.
Absolutely. Bonjour, comment ça va?
Ça va très bien, John.
Fantastique, ça va très bien aussi.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, yeah, well, yeah, time out. Okay, cool. So anyway, let's go ahead and listen back to that track, Carousel. All right, come back from Carousel. Massive question for you. What is the story or inspiration behind Carousel?
Yeah. So in fact, this song, the lyrics were written by the clean singer. So it's a really personal story for her. But basically, it describes the situation of a person that is in a very unhealthy relationship. Let's put it that way, where she's being manipulated, controlled, oppressed by someone who she thinks is her significant other. And the song tries to highlight how it is like a never-ending cycle, just hence the title Carousel. And the song tries to show that even though sometimes she thinks she's gonna get out of it, I mean, she just goes right back into the relationship. It just goes on and on and on. So basically, that's the inspiration behind the song.
Yeah, very interesting. It's not the first time that I've had a band on the show, and one of their songs is about an abusive relationship. So it's almost striking how often we find ourselves in some kind of unsavory relationship.
Yeah, no, right. I guess I understand that's probably not the first time, but this one is really personal, like I said, and she really needed to get this out of her chest, So well, writing a song is a good way to do it, and well, if it can raise just a little bit of awareness about this, well, it's a good thing too. So
very cool. Now, I'm just curious, what was unique about the writing process when it came to writing Carousel?
So in fact, Carousel, the structure, the backbone of the song existed before our screamer and I joined the band. So most of it was already done, and the lyrics too. And we tweaked a few things, but essentially it was already done when I came in the band. However, the next song that we'll listen afterwards was written after we both joined. So that will be maybe interesting to see how it was written differently, maybe.
Very cool. Now, you mentioned that there's a music video for the track that we're going to have today on the show notes. If you drop an audition, if you like that track, then go ahead and go to www.therockmetalpodcast.ca. So as a bonus for today, you can also get the music video for Carousel. Why don't you take us through the inspiration or story behind the music video?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So that was like one of the greatest projects I ever did. It was so fun. Basically, we wanted to... like I said during the lyrics, we wanted to really highlight this abusive relationship. So we tweaked it a little bit. We had some a production team that had ideas for the video, and basically it will show a person, like just like I said, being really oppressed, manipulated by someone else, and at some point she might or might not get out of it. You'll see if you do watch the video. I'm not gonna spoil the end for you. But yeah, so basically that's the video. And as far as making the clip is concerned, it was just like a great experience overall. Like it took us a lot of time to find a place to shoot, then clean up the place, and then eventually make it happen on the AD. But it was great. It was great.
Very cool stuff. Let's go listen to the next track. The King is Dead. right, come back from The King is Dead. Killer track. Also, it's like a French band with a song called The King is Dead. I don't know. It's just so, I don't know. I thought it was.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because we had kings. Oh, totally.
I don't know. Revolution. I was just like, oh, wow, The King is Dead. Fantastic.
I mean, well, that's you know what? Actually, the next song will be about a revolution. You gave me the idea right there.
There we go. And nothing but breakdowns, because that's what happened in the revolution. So
exactly, break everything down.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yes.
I mean, killer jokes too.
Fantastic. But no, on a very serious note.
All right.
What is the story or inspiration behind the track "The King is Dead"?
Yeah. So again, the lyrics mainly come from the singer, which is it's also a very personal story to her, and this one is a little trickier. It describes, in fact, it's a person who is in a bad relationship, but it's not a love relationship. It's just like she thinks she has a person that is actively trying to be in her way so she can achieve things, and the more you go through the song, the more you realize that, in fact, the story that she's telling you is too much. She's exaggerating too much. She's pushing it too far, and you realize that, in fact, you were kind of tricked by her. That you really needed to take a step back to understand that it's not actually what it first looked like it would be. In fact, she's sort of a psychopath that would try to manipulate you into thinking that she's being a victim, when in fact she's not really a victim.
Okay, very cool stuff. I like that play on a storyline.
Yeah, and by the way, I just want to point out, the psycho is not the singer. Okay, I don't want her to kill me in the next practice. Okay, let's put that out there so I'm safe.
All right, fantastic. So I'm just curious, like, what brought about the name of the track?
Yeah, in fact, originally the name was "The King is Dead, Long Live the King." We took the saying because it showed. We thought, well, the lyrics do mention a kingdom at some point, and we thought it was cool to use the saying because it showed a change in perspective, like a transition from state A to state B. But in fact, we cut the name in half because we wanted to make a following up song to this one, and we thought, well, maybe we're going to use the second part of the saying to continue the song later on a second track, maybe.
Yeah. Now, we're already kind of getting into this question, but my next question is going to be, what was unique about the writing process?
Oh yeah, so this song was really fun to write because, for example, most of the music was brought by the new guitarist that came in like with me 1 year ago, and this time I was more involved in the process than I was before, so I could like help with the lyrics. For example, that's what I did most for this song. I could, for the first time, like write my bass track, for example, and make it more of my own too. So it was just like it was really fun, but also really organized. I thought it was real interesting to work on that song personally.
Yeah, very cool stuff. What exciting news do you guys have coming up for Rock Metal Nation to pay attention to?
I mean, so we already talked about it, but we do have this music video that's coming up soon. I mean, I think that it'll be up when this comes out. We are preparing to like a playthrough of one of our songs, so that will be coming up in a few months maybe. And then the next step for us, obviously, is to play shows. We don't have like an official dates right now, official shows planned, but I think it's gonna come shortly.
Very cool. And it's just in France we'll be playing shows, or are we looking in the expanding outside of France?
Oh, I mean, obviously, for convenience reasons, we're looking primarily in France and in France, of course. But if there's an opportunity to go outside, but mainly Europe, well, we might seize it. Who knows? Depends on what we're offered, you know. Yeah,
man, very cool. I was actually just thinking that you'd probably have a lot of success across the channel by going into England.
Yeah, that would be great. I think if there's like a chance to do it, we'll probably jump on it. I think.
Yeah, very cool.
Would be fantastic.
Yeah, just coming to think of it in my own mind, I'm probably just going to cut a lot of this out. But as we're chatting and I'm thinking about it, there's tons of bands that I talk to in England because they just shit out bands. There's countries that just shit out bands. Finland is one of them.
Yeah, true.
And England, but England is really close. I'm just going to see if I can think of some bands that would be similar to maybe get you in contact with. So
that would be fantastic, man.
Yeah,
it's nice of you.
And so you can start networking. Cool. All right, so Rock Metal Nation, that is going to be a play. Whoa, what did I just say? I think I just tried to put two words together. I might even keep that in. John
keep it.
Yeah,
keep it.
John is human. All right, so Rock Metal Nation, there's going to be a playthrough of a song. We don't know which one just yet, but if you dug the two tracks that you heard today, Carousel and The King is Dead, and you've enjoyed the music video, then you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for that playthrough. I know I love to watch playthroughs on YouTube as well. And then the boys and girl, obviously, are going to be playing some shows. So if you are in the France area, I know that sounds funny. If you're in the France area.
It's just like somewhere there.
Yeah, somewhere there. The band is obviously in Paris, so if you're in the Parisian area, does that even make sense? Cool. Yeah, so
makes sense.
All right, so if you're in the Parisian area, you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for the band to be playing some shows in a part of the town near you. Now, the next logical question is, how can Rock Metal Nation find out more about you guys? Is there a website that they should go to?
We don't have a website, but obviously we do have a Facebook page where we do most of our communication. So if you're interested in what we do and you want to find out more, check us out on Facebook. The page is named Dvwkins, just like the band is. So you should probably find us easily.
Cool. So Facebook.com/Dvwkins?
Yep.
All right, fantastic. So Rock Metal Nation, go ahead and go over to Facebook.com/ and this is key part Dvwkins. So it's going to be Facebook.com/Dvwkins, but it's going to be with the letter V instead of the letter A.
Exactly.
Cool. All right, unless there's anything else you wanted to throw out there, I just wanted to thank you for taking time out of your day to come on to the Rock Metal Podcast and sharing your creativity with Rock Metal Nation.
Thank you so much, John. Thank you.
All right, Rock Metal Nation. Hopefully you just found your new favorite band in Dvwkins. Big thanks again to them for coming on and sharing their music with us. Make sure to head over to www.therockmetalpodcast.ca to get all the information on the show you just heard today. Until then, rock on, Rock Metal Nation.